So free shipping radically improves your chances of selling items on Etsy, but free shipping is expensive. You are now having to pay for shipping. How do you do that if your item is too cheap to afford free shipping? In this video, we're going to talk about how to afford free shipping. Okay, so free shipping. Well, the first thing you need to do is find out how much it costs to ship your items. You can do this by looking at your historical sales, or you can go to USPS.com and input your package information and it'll give you a shipping estimate. If you use a print-on-demand app like here at Slant3D, then shipping can be auto-quoted for you so you get an idea of how much it costs. But generally, shipping for an item under 1 pound costs somewhere between $4 and $6, and shipping something over 1 pound costs somewhere between $8 and $15. Those are what you can do with it. For the purposes of this video, we're going to say that the lower cost is $5 and the higher cost is $10. Okay, now you have an item. The pricing of your item is really, really important. If it's too expensive, people don't buy it. But if it's too cheap, you can't afford free shipping. So where is the middle ground there? Well, first of all, the vast majority of people who sell things on Etsy for the first time underprice what their stuff is. In the world of 3D printing, if you're selling like a fidget dragon, many people try to sell it for like $10, but it is a $29 item. If you have some 3D printed part like this or whatever it was, and you try to sell this for $5, you are losing money just on your time, let alone all the shipping and fees and everything else. Something this large should be somewhere between $20 and $30, just FYI, just on size alone. But then you also want to look at value. But we're not going to look at that right now. We're not going to decide what is a good product and what isn't right now. We're going to talk about if you have an item. So many people end up with small items that might cost like $2. How do you pay for free shipping when you have a small item like that? Well, the first and easiest way to do it is don't sell individual units. If people are buying a small item and it costs $2, it's almost more effort than it's worth to go through checkout to get it. So instead, turn it into a set. If you have an item that costs $2 and it costs you like, I don't know, $1 to make, instead of selling one and then billing $3 to $5 of shipping on top of it, sell a pack of 5 or a pack of 10, and then you have more margin that you can then bake free shipping into. So instead of selling one item for $2, you could sell 10 items for $25. This is kind of the sneaky little bit. While you would have the normal item cost $2, 10 of them would cost $20, but then you have $5 of shipping to ship them around. That bakes into a final total price, but a person gets 10 things for $25. That might be a really good deal depending on what those 10 things are. Look at the market around you and see what people are doing. But batching is a really good way of paying for shipping, free shipping, so that you can actually offer it on your store and get that beautiful little green bubble at the bottom of your listings. The other thing is raise your prices. Again, almost everybody underprices what they sell on Etsy. Your items on Etsy, you should almost never sell anything less than $10. If you're selling items for less than $10, you need to evaluate what you're offering. Why are these items not more valuable? Can you bundle them together or batch them up so that you can get above the $10 thing? The reason you don't want to sell below $10 is that, number one, you can't afford free shipping because it'll cost $5 of shipping at least for that $10 item, which means half your money just disappeared there, and then you still have Etsy fees on $10, which is rather than on the $5 that you're actually making, so it's all kinds of problems there. So just make sure that you're pricing appropriately and have items that can be priced appropriately. In a perfect world, the average order size for most e-commerce stores is somewhere between $30 and $50. So you want to set up your store to sell in those batch sizes because most people buy something like that. When you go to Amazon, you buy something between $30 and $50. That's just the average customer order value out there because that's just where we are right now. The other thing you can do, make shipping cheaper. If your item costs $10 to ship, you might look at what you can do to reduce the cost of shipping. You can make your boxes smaller. This can reduce the cost. You can make them lighter, which is the main way to reduce the cost. Or you can look at different ways of packing it up to get it even lighter. So for example, a white envelope that's flat packed will ship for about $3.50. But as soon as you put that into a box that's 6x6, because you have those types of boxes around, you might have increased your cost to $5 to $7. So plan this out as you create your stores. Decide what type of packaging you can use and what is the minimal amount of packaging that you can use. This will also put you in a better state environmentally and every other sort of way so that you're just being more efficient. So those are 3 ways so far. You can batch up items, you can increase your prices, and you can decrease the cost of shipping by changing how you ship. One other way you have of reducing the cost of shipping is to get into some sort of shipping service. Rather than shipping directly through Etsy and using their labels, you can use something like a print-on-demand service. We operate a 3D printing plugin. People get access to our scale for shipping costs rather than having to pay individual shipping costs themselves. You can also use tools like ShipStation or all kinds of postal tools where they basically bulk buy labels for you and then you purchase them from you, and they have like 100 guys doing this for them. So they're able to get economies of scale for individual operators. There's a lot of ways to kind of co-opt this system to where you can get reduced shipping rates. And the very last thing you can do, which is a version of bundling, is put 2 separate items together. Rather than selling a $2 item and an $8 item, put them together and sell them for $15 if they work together. If you have a bottle and a bottle opener, give them both to the person. That way the person doesn't have to put them together themselves, and you can put together kits and packages that are more useful to the customer and therefore have more value. You're able to ship more stuff in a box, the customer gets to make fewer decisions, and you have lower shipping cost and a higher product order amount than what you would otherwise normally have. So those are all ways of figuring out ways of paying for free shipping while still increasing your overall profits and making sure that you're selling something profitably. But free shipping is so important. You have to have it. It's just a standard in the world now because Amazon has broken us to it, where we get free shipping in 2 days. Your stuff is going to take 3 to 5 days to arrive, and you're still going to bill for it too. That's just a worse customer experience. Make sure that you are offering free shipping and just bake the pricing into the products that you are selling. Hopefully that's helpful to you. And if you have any other good ways of reducing the cost of shipping or paying for free shipping in an Etsy store, put them in the comments so other people can learn from them. Have a great day, everybody.